think our headroom, but we'll deal with it. Our headroom is enough, but we'll deal with it. No, we deal with it. Okay, guys, welcome on today's the political joint. But today I have a scintillating guest by the name Natasha Brown. Natasha Brown, welcome
Thank
on
you,
board.
thank
Welcome
you,
on board.
babe.
How do you feel today?
I feel great. The weather is amazing.
Beautiful. And how do you feel joining us on this show today?
Okay, well, it's my first time being on your show, so okay, let's get it cracking. Let's get it amazing.
Thank you. So for this, for the next 5 minutes, we wait for our our viewers to come in, our contributors, so we hit the ground running. So today we'll be talking about Sanwoolu, Vivour, and Jandor, who will be the next governor of Lagos State.
Heated one, absolutely heated.
Okay, before we get into details, I know you already have your favorite, and man, the prediction will not be too far because I know who you want to, who you are rooting for on Saturday. But before that time, let's keep it waiting while I share the links so that our viewers can come right in. Okay, welcome. I can see we have a viewer already. Welcome on board. Natasha, shout out to the new viewer.
Hello, whoever you are, welcome. I hope this is amazing for you as well.
Okay, thank you. So I'm dropping the link. If you want to join us through Restream. Restream is a platform whereby you can join us through audio. That's if you don't want to show your face, or through video, so that we can interact and have fun today. Welcome on board. So go down to the comment section. Be it Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Once you go down to the comment section, you see the link. Click on the link. Join us for this great topic for today. That is Sanwoolu versus Jandor versus Vivour. Who will be the next governor of Lagos State come this weekend? So in 60 seconds, we will be hitting the ground running. Okay, welcome guys. Welcome guys. Okay, Natasha, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
Let's get it started.
Yeah. So tell me, what can you make out of the incumbent governor Sanwoolu Jide?
Well, Sanwoolu is actually not all that bad as social media touts him to be. Definitely, there has been some infrastructural development in Lagos. Um, we also see transportation, him trying to create other avenues of transportation. I think even under his governorship as well, the road transportation has also taken a leap. So I see some things that he's doing, and even Lagosians cannot overlook it. But still, could he have been able to do more due to what they generate? Definitely, definitely. I mean, Lagos is almost like a cash cow. So definitely, Sanwo-Olu, to an extent, has been able to do well for Lagos, but we also see that one big thing hanging over his head is that NSAS whole debacle. It's hanging on his head as a huge negative because, first of all, you did not come out to take blame for it. You were doing game thing. Not me, other people. Who is the above that called you to, unleash the officers on us? He never really did own up. But during this whole, conversing for a second tenure, he starts saying, okay, it was the federal government or whatnot. So we see that he's not a man that is consistent. See that he's a man that is after pleasing his father, actually. And even with the whole trauma that happened in the whole Lagos space during the presidential election, he didn't necessarily come out to talk bad about what happened. I mean, we see the electoral violence.
You
We
sure
see,
about that?
I know that he tried to con who he tried to go with the woman who caught her eye or something like that,
Sure.
but that is not enough. You didn't
Okay.
come out to outrightly state that you stand against what has happened and you will put your foot down to ensure that come the gubernatorial election, you do more to the safety of the people. You haven't outrightly come out to say that. So he's not very popular when it comes to integrity and being for his people, Lagosian. So
Okay.
that's my thought process about him. But
Okay.
definitely, he's an educated man. I think he's been the at the head of Lagos State Development.
Yeah, properties.
Yes, he's been definitely. He knows about infrastructural development. He understands what it means to develop Lagos to a large extent. Have been able to do much, no, but with that background of knowledge and for the fact that 4 years in office as well, and with his background, he's been in the banks as well, so he's got some economy in him, economic knowledge, some finance in him as well. So we're looking at him as someone who can be able to do more if given 4 more years. But are we necessarily sure with the whole godfatherism thing and his own godfather being at the top tier? So I'm not necessarily sure, but he has some red flags hanging over
Okay.
his head.
Okay. I know that one might say godfatherism is is bad. Some persons might say that, but also, can we also see the fact that Lagos has a plan, and if something goes wrong, that plan might just go off. Can we still can we come from that angle? Reason one might say yes, Tinubu, who is the godfather, is not something that we should hide here. Okay, has brought somebody like Fashola,
Okay.
and I think by Nigerian standard,
Okay.
by the Nigerian standard,
Okay.
there is Ambode. I think I have an issue with respect to the Ambode issue. Reason Ambode sat for 4 years, see the godfather not happy with some of his dealings,
Okay.
and they just cut him off.
Right.
And
Right.
it was just like, hey, you are just an ant. Yes, you are the head of the government in this state.
Yeah.
No two ways about that. You are the chief security officer. You have the top power in this state. But all of a sudden, when the godfather said, see, I don't want you the next time. And that it
Now,
was just too simple. It was just too simple. And you could see that Ambode was an entity. He couldn't write word and he just step aside. So, but that's another issue. Then you don't have Sanwoolu and he's looking so looking so me that Sanwoolu is following the Lagos game, following the Lagos plan,
yeah.
following the Lagos route. Reason why just some few months ago, or no, just few weeks ago, we saw the blue light, the blue light coming through. That's the train, their train
Oh,
project.
right.
Ask me, what if another person comes in, the Epe Island Road?
Okay, yeah.
That road, who will continue with that road? Because that road, it is look, it is an important road to Lagos.
Yes, yes.
If they don't complete that project, my sister, the refinery that we are talking about, how
Dangote refinery,
yes,
yes. How
Lagos
can it
will
be
just
yeah,
choked, especially the island will
right.
choke. So you now ask the question: if Jandor or
Vivour.
Vivour comes in, what then happens to the Lagos project? What do you make out of this?
Good. So, first of all, I think that just because I'm coming under the back of another party does not mean that if I see a viable project, I should not continue on it. That's one issue, one bias that I have personally with our government because they're so partisan. It is so annoying. What do I mean by that? Your predecessor who is from another party, you know that the project he has started is not an elephant project. This is something that will be good for the people, right? Why not continue on it? No, but because it's from another party, you want to start building your own thing so that he said, oh, Natasha did this. I think that's a horrible way that we think. So, based on continuity, even if Sanwoolu doesn't come on board, we know Dangote refinery is something that will be a game changer in the Nigerian economy space and even in the petroleum industry as well. So definitely that road is something that should be capitalized on. What do I mean? Whoever else is going to come in, if not Sanwo, definitely should continue with that project. That's one. Number two, definitely with that godfatherism thing you talked about, Ambode and Lagos having a plan. Fine, Lagos does have a plan, but I have an issue with the downside of godfatherism, which you
Okay.
rightly stated, which is if you are not touching me rightly or pressing the buttons rightly, I'll take you out of that seat. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. If you set a template, let people go. Let people do what they have to do. For example, I believe personally that Ambode had a problem for Lagos. If he had been led to have another term, he would have been able to do much. And um. But going on forward with Sanwo-Olu, having all projects, the train project, the road project, and finish what he started to come through, I am hoping that whoever else will come on board will be able to do the needful and continue where he stopped.
Okay. Um, then we now go down to age. What do you make out of his age, Sanwo-Olu?
No, he's still young, 57. Come on. Your brain is still thinking, your brain is still active. You can still do stuff. I don't, for me, my bias with someone who is not his age. Because I know that even at 57, you can still be a CEO and you can still be right thinking and still technologically sound at the end of the day. I mean, so definitely his age has nothing to do with it.
So do you think the age he stands with his age than other persons?
No. Experience with that age,
Mm.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
based on experience.
Yes, because I mean he's been through it. Are we doing business, which is a good thing to note as a background for whoever leader is coming on the back to rule a large number of people. Lagos State is a progressive state, so definitely whoever is coming to rule Lagos should have background knowledge, business, and economics, right? So for the fact that he has those businesses, and to an extent they're doing well, even though I don't know much about the core TV that I've read about, but to an extent he's doing well. Also, the fact that he has been in the political system for a bit, from I think he even teleported. I think he transported from one party to the other. So he was once in APC and then came into PDP, the whole cross carpeting thing. I still don't know why he did that. But at the end of the day, this is a man that has some knowledge. And I think he also attended University of Oxford as well. So education wise, he's sound. Business wise, he's sound. Having some experience in the political space, yeah. But is this someone that I look at as a weight, as a political weight that can stand amongst his other two counterparts? I think no.
You think no?
I think
I will come from this angle. Do you ever believe that at one position, even with the result that we have, the PDP coming?
actually no. I actually did place Atiku for third.
So don't you
Actually
think
did place
that the
Atiku for
PDP,
third.
their structure in quotes, might count for them in Lagos too?
You know, it might, yeah. But from time immemorial, Lagos has always been an APC state.
Oh, but there are still places like Alimosho, okay,
Yeah.
which Alimosho has some numbers,
It's yeah,
but
it's a large
It's a
local
PDP
government.
area,
Yes, yes, but still, at the end of the day, we still see how the elections played out, the last one, and the numbers that Ali
like the
Moshe brought out.
presidential, yeah.
So right now, PDP has a lot of cracks. I mean, consistently, PDP has been trying to come out in Lagos. They have failed woefully. I mean, look at Jimmy Agbaje. He has come out how many times? Failed woefully. So I think they have presence in Lagos, but is their presence weighty enough to translate into numbers to bring them into office? Right now, I think Labour Party has a better contending power than them.
Okay. Lastly, for Jandor, what about Funke Akindele being
He's
the
running
running mate?
mate.
Yeah. What can you make out of that? What do you think? Was
Girl,
that a good choice?
girl power, first of all.
Okay.
Holler to
Okay.
my girl. Girl power, first of all. In terms of getting the youth's attention, in terms of getting the entertainment pole and creative industry attention, in terms of getting women's attention, it was a good deal. It was a good
But is it
deal.
working out?
But in terms of politicking,
Okay.
as it is, no, no.
Okay.
It's not it's not a well calculated thought to get her as his running mate. But on the face of, we are coming into a progressive Nigeria where the youths are awakened and women are awakened. Now we are canvassing that we want more of us representation, inclusivity. So on the back of those, it's resounding. But politics wise, she's not. It's almost like saying a tone to decay. Even though I would not put them on the same pedestal. Why? Because Funke Akindele, she has done the hard work. If I look at Funke based on her trajectory, I knew her right from I Need to Know. When she started I Need to Know, acting the movie where she was a secondary school student, and then she got into the Yoruba movies, and then she got into Jennifer. Jennifer blew her really well.
And that is hard work.
Yes, oh my God, wait, she has been consistent, and now from being a secluded part of the entertainment and creative sector to being one who owns a full-fledged media and creative company. Scene One Production, please, I give it to her. She has put in the work. She knows what she has doing. She's making money legitimately, and we are seeing it in real time. I mean, in contrast to some candidates that we still cannot really tell what they're doing, as we're seeing it in real time, we're
Yes.
watching it, we're subscribing to it. It is tangible. So based on those things, I think, I mean, I love it. I love it for her. But does she have political background knowledge? Does she know how to um, properly come into a public space leadership role? I'm not quite sure. I'm not
Okay.
quite sure, but I mean, everyone can learn on the job. And for the fact that she's coming as an assistant, I mean, everyone can be able to learn on the job. So those are my angles when I look at her.
Okay,
You know.
so I think I might shock you a bit. Why?
Oh, okay.
Why? Do,
Shock me.
yeah. Why
Shock
do I
me
say
what?
so? Okay, I
What?
think the selection or the yeah. Let me use one of
Okay.
Funke to become the VP of the PDP.
Right.
Very interesting and is
Why?
reason. Yes, one might just say class is not enough for politics, but it still counts. And why do I also think that they made a very and most times deputy candidates are nobodies.
True. True. True.
So
Yeah.
can you now compare her
Mm,
profile, her clout to that of Hamzat,
mm.
that's the deputy governor of Lagos State?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or will you now compare to Vivour's candidate, deputy candidate, who I don't even know her name?
Mm, mm.
Okay, meaning that I don't think she has the class for me to even know her name. You might now need extra learning, extra knowledge for somebody like me to know this person's name, or maybe watching on TV and now say, okay, let me just pick this, let me do that, let me do that. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah,
So, what do you
I think
think?
her name is Ibikula or something
Okay,
like
you
that.
think,
Yeah.
you think.
No,
Okay,
I
now,
looked into her. I
now,
think her name is Ibikule,
now, Natasha, did you see
and
that?
she's well educated as well.
Okay, beautiful. Now, did you see that post where a lady in the club was taking shisha?
They said it was her, but she's not the one.
Now that is
She's
the
not the one.
issue. That is it. Because people don't know her.
Her picture is out there, Victor.
Yeah, but
Her
babe,
picture
wait,
is out
wait.
there.
For the fact that people don't know her, they wear picture to sell bad of her.
But it's propaganda,
Yes,
fake news.
yeah, but it worked for her. You couldn't have done that for Funke. Because as you are dropping such image, people are come on.
Already saying right.
So there are some persons that have sold that market to that
Mm.
are, you understand me? People that will never go back to research to know whether this is true
This
or
was
not.
yeah,
So in terms of VP candidates, I think they did a very good job.
right.
In River State, take a look. Which VP do you even know?
Ngozi Odu.
Okay, because you know Ngozi Odu, go and check.
I do know Ngozi Odu.
Because of the kind of person you
Yeah.
are out there looking for information. But the basic or the average Nigerian,
Doesn't know
they
much
don't
about
know their
the vice.
VPs.
So you think this is also a game changer?
Yes. Now, she also
Well,
made the point of
how big of a deal is it? A game changer? I mean, one of the parties here in River State chose Tonto as their vice. Is that carrying so much clout as well? I mean, Tonto seems to have some clout. So what are we talking about?
I'm sorry, they are not campaigning. But you know, they're not campaigning.
Well, right.
Yeah, they are there for their own. Oh, sorry, my 2 cents too. Okay, but I don't think they are campaigning. Okay, okay. Then we move to
GRV. Let's go there. Rhodes,
the man of the
the
moment.
man of the moment, giving
But
Sanwoolu sleepless
see,
nights.
see. It is not fair for Jandor.
When is your
It
child's
is not.
birthday? Hold on. When is your
Yeah,
child's birthday?
my child's birthday,
Has it
February
passed?
21st.
Oh my
Yes,
God, whose birthday is coming close?
my
Like
wife,
this period.
May.
Oh no, it's far. I
Mm.
think anybody's birthday that is in Lagos between now and Saturday, someone will attend.
Oh, is that what you
He's
mean?
been right. He's been doing so much, so much. Right.
So his person, I think he made Jandor's job difficult for him.
Ooh, the news today, when Ruben Abati spoke with Jandor, he was interviewed. Ruben Abati, Rufai, and the other Jandor was there. Ruben simply asked him, "What's going on with you? Are you still in the race?"
Are you
That's
serious?
how bad it is right
Oh, why would
now.
he ask such a question?
That's Ruben for you. That's Ruben for you. But he did that because right now, everywhere you go, it's what's ringing in your ear is GRE Sanwoolu. GRE, but it's almost like there's no third force. And for the fact that Ruben could say that, that means he has also been seeing it and hearing it.
And for the fact that they are in Lagos, They are in Lagos, so
Right.
they're feeling it.
So he asked that question, and Jandor said what he said. But if we're being truthful, towards the tail end, which is right now, leading to the election on Saturday, we see categorically that Jandor's campaign has dropped. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's
yeah.
feeling, if what's the thing they call it, conflict. It has dropped. He's no more initially. Remember, and that's why I really, really love this year, 2023 election. It's crazy. It's
But I
it's
know
no
we talk
Olivia
about
Mahmood.
it. Let me
Mahmood
not even
Mahmood
talk.
had to answer to. But honestly, so this year it's been crazy. When initially the word came out, elections, Sanwoolu was going to run again and all that, and Jandor came out and Funke, we see how crazy everywhere went. Oh, Funke this, Funke. In fact, Funke made Jandor popular. Funke made Jandor popular, and because of Funke, people were now wanting to look into this Jandor person. But once GRV's news came out,
How did this happen?
woo, Labour
Jandor
Party,
has been there. Jandor has been there canvassing, campaigning.
Le-
All of a sudden, just will I say, can we say just about a month or 2 months ago?
right, 2 months ago. So now, what are we saying? It's the youth movement. It's the youth movement. It's the move for change. It's the move for progressive. It's the move for we want something different. And unfortunately, or unfortunately, as I might say, it's coming on the back of LP. It's coming on the back of LP with the
LP or obedience or P2B? Now you know there are some divisions. So
oh,
tell me.
okay.
LP, obedience or P2B?
It's coming on the back of Peter B.
Okay.
It's coming on the back of Peter Obi through the obedience. What do I mean by this is, first of all, Peter Obi is the poster man for change. Progressive Nigeria, you are the one we're looking for. Every youth is primary, almost every youth. I won't say every youth because some of us are not there, like the Tony Abrahams, but
Mm.
well,
Mm.
right. But based on Peter, so we remember president during the presidential period, even with the virgin, people were basically saying, anywhere you see Mama Pekin, father, just press your thumb there. Regardless of if you know the person, if you don't know the person, just give it to Labour Party. So that created a huge wave. Even though certain people came into offices that I wasn't sure about, and I'm like, are you sure this Labour Party movement will not boomerang on us? That's my fear because most of the other candidates we did more research on them. So people just go blindly, oh, Labour Party, but even though Peter Obi is a good man to an extent, it's not that he will be the covering for every other person. There might be a lot of bad eggs there as well that will just end up putting in
Oh,
office.
sure, sure.
But anyway, GRV being in Labour Party is riding on Peter Obi's influence, Peter Obi's um um poster image as a change agent that Nigerians need. That need, and also ran on that popularity. Look into him. When we began to see that this guy came out for NSAS, when people began to see that he's been involved in new development for a number of years, when people got to see that this one is not just an elitist that went to school, MIT, and stayed abroad, he came back home with all his education. He came back home to reinvest here and to do some more stuff here. His wife, Harvard graduate, still came back here. Both of them are living in Nigeria. Okay. And you are young, you're 40, and you are willing to get into that office and fight against the party that has been there for a long time. Obviously, we're rooting for you. So I think rounds that's what's you get. So
Okay, to add, Vivour, he's an incredible guy. He's somebody that many youths want to look up to.
right.
In as much as yes, there are some controversies. The people bringing in the Igbo and
Yes,
Yoruba thing.
yes, yes. Which is just stupid. So stupid to me.
Yeah. And for somebody that was born in Lagos, schooled there till JSS 3,
Yeah.
left for I think France.
Yeah, but he attended.
Then
Was it not University of Ibadan or Lagos?
no, that was
Either one of
yeah,
them.
but that was for I think one of the second MSc.
Okay.
That was for
All
the
right.
second
All right.
MSc.
All
Yeah.
right.
So from then he now ported. Sorry, I will use the word porting. He now ported to England. That's the University of
Yeah.
Nottingham. Then from Nottingham, that's where he did his BSc architecture.
Yeah.
He now moved to MIT.
MIT. Yeah.
Man, that MIT, in fact, is selling for him.
Right.
really selling for him.
Right.
So
Because that's an Ivy League school
no,
that
it's
is
really
not
selling
based off
for
of your
him.
money.
Yeah.
You need to have something up here
Yes.
for them to get you in there.
Yes. So so and for the fact that this guy came back home to do NYS, that is a plus for him.
Right.
Because we know what is happening right now. Nigeria that have jackpot, many of them they don't even care
They
any
don't
longer.
care because they know they don't even want to come back here to get into any job or get
Yes.
into any whatever.
So for him to come back, that was after MIT.
Right.
Came back, did his MSc. Then could you believe that he attempted to become the Senate?
Yes, I did. I did say that. I did say that. That was under PDP.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, before even attempting the PDP way, he first joined Kowa Party. To
Right.
tell you that this guy, he was not just one of those fortunate guys that just entered Labour.
You
Like
know
you
he
were
has a
saying.
you know he has a master's in public policy.
Oh, I don't know
He
about that.
does.
So, for the fact that, not that he just started overnight, he has been
In the
doing his
process.
job from Kowa to PDP, but fortunately then for him. The same thing that P2B did, he also did the same. The
Right.
reason, because during the last primaries of the PDP in Lagos, he saw that he was not going to
To
he
win.
was not going to win. So he joined the Labour Party. But that might just be another topic later because
Yeah.
there are still issues out there that see many of these labor people are still PDP.
Same crop of people, different party name.
Yeah. So, but that's another topic. But what am I trying to say? But for the fact that he has been in the game, I still need to give him kudos. He has tried and tried
He
and
has
tried
been
and tried.
consistent.
Yes. But also, I think these three guys, I mean the Sanwoolu, Vivour, and
Jandor.
Jandor, they are exceptional. Yes, the ADC man is out there doing his thing.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay,
Who's
okay.
that?
I don't know his name, but yeah, he's been out there in the public.
Okay.
But also, I still give Sanwoolu. Yes, he's the incumbent, but I think he is looking at favorite right now for the fact that I'm coming. 10 other parties had to support his Guba position. So what did they do? The 10 other parties had to
Collapsed.
collapse
Yeah.
to make sure that he clinches the governor of Lagos State. Yes, one might, na politics, interest. So they have by now shared
Taxpayers'
shared
money.
shared interest.
Taxpayers' money.
Uh-huh. Not only taxpayers' money right now, might not be like they've given all of them the value of this issue.
Yeah.
Sometimes what they also do is okay, just come in. I will give your guy a communal. I'll give your guy.
Value.
See,
Value.
Natasha, I want to understand that. See, there are many juicy stuffs to give politicians.
Offers now. Right. Right.
There are many of them.
Right. Even our governor right here also knows what he's looking at.
Then people are out there talking about I want to become commissioner. I want to become this. See, there are many small offices. Oh my goodness. Was it not yesterday I saw a footage of an organization, will I call it an organization or what? But yeah, government parastatal. Something Islamic, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Natasha, these guys in a year, they were getting I think about 10 billion, okay, to run their parastatal. What do
Right.
they do? Exams and teach Islamic studies and all that. Could you believe that out of that 10 billion, they were getting revenue of about I think 40 or get about million naira. Then they now ask them how many staff do they have? Natasha, 5,000 staff. 5,000. The House of Representative member that was part of the committee that was
Okay. Reviewing.
scrutinizing them
Okay.
shouted, "How can you say you have 5,000 workers? And what have you guys been doing? 5,000 workers? Then you are collecting. See, why am I saying all this? To tell you that there are many offices out there that these politicians they use it to settle their persons. So that aside, we have talked about the 10 parties that collapsed. That is what is happening. And unfortunately, that might just be what has also happened in River State with the Labour Party.
Oh yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Okay. So now, I've said a lot about Vivour. Please, I need to say something about Jandor. It is not an easy venture for a journalist.
Yes. I know that
Hey,
yes, I know
let's
that
cut him
about him.
some. For a journalist of 20 years to be at the position he is right now, Omo, how you take do am? He needs to write a handbook for other journalists to see how he worked his way to that level. Whether he wins or not, Jandon has made a mark for himself.
Mm,
Are you getting that?
right.
It's not an easy feat. So please, big ups to him, and I wish him all the best. I wish him all the best. But Saturday is coming. So let me now ask you, what do you think will happen on Saturday?
Woo! You know, we predicted for the presidential, and I think it almost went the way we predicted it. Not quite. Not quite.
Well, I
We never
predicted
really saw Atiku for number two.
no, 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 no,
We never
no,
saw him for number
never,
two.
never, never,
It's just weird.
never.
Okay, so Lagos State. I don't know if to call it unfortunate or fortunate, but I think Sanwoolu will come back. That's my prediction. I think that man will come back. I think basically now he has been doing quite a lot recently. You know, taking pictures with people, playing football. That man is my Trump here in
Usher,
Nigeria.
Usher in church.
But I think basically he's doing all of that, not necessarily to get Lagosians' heart back to him. I think he knows how to play his thing and still get his off his back. But I think he's doing that to create an image of. I feel a bit jostled by what by what my Oga at the top seemingly did or allegedly did.
Mhm.
And with the popularity of this GRV that is young, let me just do something that will have some face, PR basically, public relations. I think he on in that too. I'm not sure. I think I read something like that. But my point is, I'm postulating that Samuel will come back, and if he doesn't come back, I will be shocked out of my wits. Not so shocked out of my wits though, but I mean, look at what Peter Obi did with Tinubu, even though the margin wasn't that much. But when I look at what Peter Obi did with a whole Jagaban in Lagos, I'm like, okay, what can the LP do? What can obedience do if they choose to say they to
But don't
enter
you think that
Lagos?
INEC has watered their will I say
Their resolve. Oh
yes,
my God.
yes.
So there are two ways I
Just
look at it.
imagine that INEC did their job.
Oh, there are
What
two
could have
ways.
happened? The
There are
kind of
two.
tsunami that could have swept
Woo!
many states
There are two ways I
by the
look at
weekend.
it. One is I've seen a lot of people feel let down by my mood. And a lot of people are saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm Japaring. I'm moving out of this country because nothing seems to be working. A select few people have said that. But Victor, majority of people have said, you know what? If you think you could chase us that time, oh yeah, try again this time around. I'm hearing guys already saying they're coming out with their dogs.
Mm.
Since thugs think they want to come out, you want to take stick and all that. They didn't come. The thugs then didn't come out with guns. They didn't shoot in the air. Basically sticks and whatnot to and their whole razzmatazz to scatter people out. Now, guys are saying we're coming with our German shepherds and pit bulls. You come as a thug that you are. My dog will eat you alive. And then the funny thing is that's why the police now came out to say we're bringing out our canines. Are you mad? Are you complicit? Are you for the people or you are not for the people? What do you mean by you're bringing out your canines? The only thing you can say is the dogs that you're bringing to the polling unit, if peradventure they become a nuisance and start maybe attacking innocent people around there, you're going to pay a fine, something is going to happen. Give me proper consequences.
Mm.
It's not about when thugs come and I let my dog loose and they are, come on now. It doesn't make sense. What are you working for? Right? So I like the sagacity that a lot of Lagosians are coming up with. They're saying, you know what? If you think you could almost disenfranchise us and we were still able to take Lagos for who wanted to take us for, governorship will mess things up.
Then
So
what?
I think I'm looking at it from that angle.
Okay, so what about the case that some Igbos in Lagos might be downtrodden because their man did not make it, and they are still pointing fingers to INEC, an election that literally might not really involve them by trial. Do you think that they will come
They will
out and
come
those
out en
numbers?
masse.
Mm. Have you checked that part?
No, I'm just now looking into that. I'm
Okay.
just now looking into that. That could. I'm looking
Especially,
at.
especially if you remember, just days to the election, for the fact that P2B did something strategic that, as in, he broke the political science, the world of political science. By the time that he came out to start going to market by market by
Yes,
market,
yes,
did you see
yes.
that kind of support that he built from that
People shut
movement?
down their markets. People,
Yes.
Igbo man, shut down his trade for you.
Mm,
Okay, that's
mm.
something.
And let's not also take it out that, see, most of the markets in Lagos, you have Igbos there.
Yes, true, true.
When they now know that, see, it's not just she the Lagos, they say more will leave Lagos for them.
Right.
Why would I be stressing my life coming out to vote?
I think there's that angle where they feel weakened by what has happened, especially with the presidential election. But on the flip side, I'm looking at an Igbo man saying, "You really want to marginalize us again in this same Lagos that we have stake in? Oh boy, who it look like say no go marginalize or more give him our vote? Nigeria will go run am." I see an Igbo man like that. An Igbo man that says, yes, our candidate, be like say our vote no count now, our case they cut. Which way ahead? But when they listen to sound advice to say that, see waiting we feel, see what we could push the presidential. Imagine say we bring another person where not the marginalized or now. Mona still come out. I think they will do the same thing for Jeremy. And then Jeremy is also following the template of Peter Obi and beginning to go to markets as well. He's following that template.
Sorry, maybe one might say we are going tribal about this. Sorry, we are just doing
Right.
proper analysis. Okay, Nigeria is divided by tribal lines. We cannot take that away.
Eh,
It will not stop this
Victor,
night.
if for
Okay.
nothing, this 2023 election showed us how tribalistic and ethnicist that we are. Like, it is scary. I was afraid.
Yes.
People are coming out to talk about Jeremy and you're talking about him being Igbo and all you. What are
That the
you
mom
talking
is
about?
Igbo.
What,
Okay, the
what are
mom
you
is
talking
Igbo, the
about?
wife is Igbo.
What are you
So
talking
now,
about?
just like you were saying now, maybe the Igbo self might just say, okay, up and one nine you. Sorry,
Right.
I'm speaking. This is our brother. Okay. They will not say, okay, I'm going out to root for our in-law.
Right.
But
That's
there is
another
also
angle.
something dirty about politics. Okay, yes, the APCs and the Tinubus and the Sanwoolus are using this as a tool, saying that Igbos, tribal, and all that, forgetting that one of the presidential adverts that was played for us, somebody, I don't know who sponsored that advert, mentioned that Tinubu's son married from Igbo.
Yes. I think Shea Tinubu. I
Yes.
think Shea
So
Tinubu.
for the fact that they still use that line, see, Nigeria is divided by tribal lines. So these politicians, they just try to use that
Oh, let me even
to
let me
campaign.
even bust a bubble. I think even that Shea Tinubu's wife is related to Peter Obi. The news came out. The news came out.
Okay. Okay.
So at the end of the day, we are just on the outside doing rubbish.
Mm.
These people know what they're intermarrying about. So I think Nigerians right now, come on now. Every time I see somebody come out to say, "Oh, Yoruba and Lagos is our," oh, who are you? In fact, the Lagos that you're carrying on your head, what stake do you have there? What have you
Lag-
been able to own?
and the Lagos that they say is their own, the Jagaban of Lagos, is not even from the Lagos, from Osun
We
State.
still don't even know where it's from. That man might be from Niger at the end of the day. We still don't know. Amada Ogunlere. We don't know anything about him. Such an enigma.
So I think yes, we've come from the fact that Igbos might not come out because of what happened
Yeah,
during the presidential
right.
election, but we
But
also
I hope they
have
do.
to also see it from the fact that P2B also has also gone to greet them and to put his support on Vivour. We did not look from that angle to
At
say,
that
oh,
angle, right?
nine, our Oga or our king has spoken to us. Let us go and support this
Yeah.
candidate. Could that be it? But I think, personally, if you rounding up, personally, I think Lagos should go for a new leadership. Is Sanwoolu doing good? I think so. Okay. And one might say, okay, why am I even using these points? Remember that what happened during Goodluck Jonathan's time, that we wanted him, Nigerians wanted him out, but at the end of the day, the person that replaced him failed. Sorry, guys, but Buhari, to my own understanding, he failed. Okay. But I also want to see from the part that I want Lagos to be open.
Ah, enough of the
Yes.
godfatherism. Let's have something different.
Yes.
Let Lagosians breathe.
Yes. And
And if
there
it
are
doesn't work, then they go back to godfatherism
okay.
system.
And they should also look from the fact that there are really strong indication that the Jagaban cycle, the godfatherism cycle, there are people out there sharing these monies. Lagos is very rich. You can't take it away from that. One might say, the one we are doing is enough. But brother, if you push yourself more, sister, if you push yourself more, you might even be surprised what good might also happen if another person comes and Lagos might just
Yeah.
be the fastest growing economy in Africa. Okay?
Even though I know that, I mean, I've looked at JRV's manifesto. First of all, I'm Team JRV. I'm just saying, I've looked at his manifesto. They're quite good ideas, but I would like him to soft pedal a bit.
Okay.
His manifesto has over 14 or more, if not close to 21. I think 14 thereabout. A lot of points that he wants to put up or
In the next
build
four
on
years or
in the next
eight.
4 to 8 years. He's looking at 4 years, eight, and all that. Some of his manifesto or some of his vision, they're too lofty. I
Okay.
would like him to soft pedal a bit.
Okay.
They're too lofty. For me, I would have rather that he sat with his advisors or with his team and they just developed seven key things, seven key areas they will look out for in the first 4 years and deliver on it. For me, come on now, we've seen a lot of politicians come up with harebrained manifestos, and at the end of the day, they did like maybe two of it, if nothing at all. I'm not even using that yardstick for Jeremy because I look at him and I see a man that is passionate for Lagos, in fact for Nigeria. I see a man that is tired of how the basic youth cannot afford to buy a car. Like, come on. So I look at those things and I love him and I love what he stands for. But I'm just preaching it out there for him to soft pedal. His manifesto is too broad. Some things are too lofty to be attained within 4 years. Some things are even too lofty to be attained within 8 years. So, narrow down your manifesto and look at the key pointers that you can work on. The House of Assembly, if they're not majority of LP people as well, that might boomerang on a lot of things that he would need approval for, right? So I would rather want him to tread with caution, with his vision, with his plan, and not be too. Sometimes when you're so passionate, you just want to salvage, you want to save the world. Listen, you have it down, start from somewhere. That's what I think he should do. Peradventure, he clinched the ticket or the I really would wish that he would streamline his manifesto. I mean, he talked about setting aside 1 trillion naira to give in loans and grants to entrepreneurs. Now that sounds good to the person who doesn't understand economics. But Lagos money Lagos budget for the year, first of all, right now stands at 1.96 billion or thereabout. I'm sorry, trillion.
Trillion.
So you want to take from where to where? From where? How you want run am?
Yeah.
How you want run am? So when I
Yeah.
look at that,
Unless although maybe he
maybe a
has some investors he
PPP,
wants to
a
bring in. Yeah.
PPP, yeah. But even at that, and
Not easy
what
there.
else
Not
will you
easy.
a grant to say take money and go, or is it loan to ensure that you interest
I-
back in from even so that angle that he talked about 60 kilometer, I mean how many kilometers road I mean rail. Hey, Lagos is small, landmass not plenty. How you won't do it? So that one is there. He also talked about I didn't like the fact that he talked about the feeding again for schools.
Okay,
Feeding,
the school feeding. Okay,
yes,
you don't like that
no,
idea?
no, I don't think it's sustainable. For
Okay.
me, my own thought. For me, it's not
So
sustainable.
you don't
Every
like
time
when they show those kids eating food in school?
I even watched one this morning.
Yes.
I wanted to break my TV. That clearly
Oh,
was just
see,
channeled
see, see,
to our
see.
psychology. So
Oh, I felt ill while watching that clip.
and then they just prompt one little girl to talk. I'm like, little
Oh my
girl.
god! Did you see the school that was the we call the headmistress or the principal with kids and say vote Sanwoolu use them for politics, campaigning with the kids, school kids.
Useless. Useless. So,
Yes.
so when he said that, I'm like, Jeremy, you're young. You're thinking, I don't want to be hearing about free school feeding program, free whatever. It's not a progressive way to think. Think on other areas. He also talked about making, creating an avenue where he would have um 1 million persons, individuals in Lagos could homeowners. It is do, but it is lofty. I know the
That is
metrics he
too
wants
big.
to
That
use.
is too big.
1 million, that's a lot.
Do you
How
know
do you
what is
want to
1 million?
do it? How do you want to
So,
do it? So when I look at that, I'm like, how? So they sound good to the ear, but when you look at for example, I didn't even know so much into the economics of his manifesto. So for me, I looked at it, I'm like, okay, this is good, this is that. I only had some reservations in certain things. But when I sat down with one of my economics friend and he broke the metrics down for me and told me how it's not feasible to be able to do something that Lagos will run down, I'm like, whoa. Okay, maybe this guy did not really think through what he's saying. On the outside, you're looking at it and you're getting excited, but when you look at how feasible it is and you calculate it, and you first of all you understand the GDP of Lagos. How do you want to run it? So he's got lofty ideas, but and then he talked about bringing 100 cars on the road. Like he's able, if you're manufacturing in Lagos, if you set up your car manufacturing firm in Lagos, he'll buy 100 cars off of you, and Lagos is already chunked with traffic and cars you won't come. So some things don't just. But I love my Jeremy. I am only saying that he has a heart for the people and he's passionate, and I wish that he will surround himself with proper thinking people as well who will be able to help him demystify his vision so he can see the ones that are feasible for the first 4 years. Because first of all, if he wins, people are already the hit will be on you. That first 4 years, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need
see,
to
it might
say
even take him one year to even get himself and his team together. All these things that he's saying, I want to do. Who will do them for
right.
him?
And right now, the light is on youths. People are saying, oh, so the youth, you are ready to take over. Oh, yeah, let's see what you can do now. So that is why I'm so passionate for any youth that is out there trying to get any kind of position. I want to be
Yes.
sure you will not mess up when you get there. That's why I'm not one of those people who write LP party and just say, oh, let's vote any LP. No. What is your vision? What is your plan? What are you to the table? That's why even when Banky W and the other guy, the LP guy, I was a bit saddened by it. And then, but when I understood that this LP guy had been on ground as well, this is not just someone who fell from the ceiling and said
Yeah.
Labour Party. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
right? Even though his outlook doesn't look so promising, but the work that he has,
Exactly.
honestly, but the work that he has put in, I'm like, okay, so I'm looking forward to the youths showing me that we're ready to take back the nation. So even if we're not able to do it now, at least another 4 years' time, there's hope. There's hope. So I mean, that's what I'm looking at.
Whoa. Wow. We can't exhaust this topic, okay? But we just have to go,
Right.
guys. We have to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Natasha, for coming
Thank
by.
you,
We
Victor.
hope to see you shortly. Okay. So big ups, guys. So share this link, and I hope we will see just very soon. Bye bye.